Hi all, I'm just in here for a while. I don't know how long I'll be here, but I'm going to see if anybody shows up. Just having it's still a very hot day. Not as hot as it was at the end of last week and over the weekend, but still pretty warm. So I know my phone's going to heat up relatively fast. It's just sitting here in our apartment. You can probably hear the AC running in the background. I'm not turning it off. Hopefully this will be a good thing, and we'll see what else we wind up doing. Be sure to come by and say hi. I've just sent out a note to Twitter. I'm not going to use that other name, but I've just sent that out just in case anybody wanted to join. And I'm just here for the evening, just for a little bit. Like I said, I don't want to burn my phone out, which always seems to be a problem. It gets too hot too quickly. And not a whole lot more to say about stuff. Like I said in my little short one earlier today, I had to go do laundry, and outside there where our laundromat is, there's a freeway overpass, so there's a lot of noise. So that wasn't a very good place to try to stream, though we might want to try that again sometime, do it outside, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to be out tomorrow, and depending on the heat, I might attempt to stream as well. But for some reason, let me see if I can lower this mic control. Hello, it's working from time to time, but it's not constantly making my little animation isn't working. I have to adjust this a little bit, but otherwise it'll make the fan sound, make him chatter when I'm not actually talking. But we'll figure that out another time as well. And I'm just looking to see what's on. We'll see what happens. We're doing what we can, and I appreciate anybody that does show up in chat. Yeah, I posted something earlier on Twitter and got a little response, and I may have mentioned this in one other stream and so forth. Is glass truly transparent if it reflects light? And so I got a response back that if it reflects light, it's translucent, and which is an interesting thing to think about. But the reason I say it is that my windshield of my car, when the sun shines directly into it, it hits the dashboard, and the dashboard is wide enough, it reflects back up a lot of light, which sometimes can actually create an image on the glass that's distracting enough that I can't see through to the street ahead. I have to be very careful. And that usually happens when the sun's right overhead, and and it's a very hot day, usually. Saw that today some, and yesterday because I was out driving on the freeway. It was really an annoyance. It wasn't a danger per se, but it was interesting to experience. I mean, not interesting, but I mean, it's something to experience. You pay attention to it. So every time you do something, you pay attention to the little things that you do, especially when driving. It's the little things as well as the big. And just a subtle thing like that in the glass can cause a distraction. And of course, if I'm thinking about that too much, that in itself then becomes a distraction. But luckily I didn't make too big of a deal of it while driving, but I think about it later. And that works out fine. I'm really tired. I haven't done a lot. I mean, I have been with my family over the weekend, and take care of them the best way I can. But I live a distance away, and so my focus when I'm here is mostly the job search, as well as voice acting auditions. And I'm, not always finding the auditions I want to find. There's a lot that show up on, social media, but a lot of them don't fit me. I mean, I might be good at the character, but people are asking for something that I'm not quite right for, and I would be willing to give it a go. But their notes in advance tell me right off that I would not be the right one for them. But I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep finding things. I appreciate all the goes, and I've still got a lot to learn about lots of stuff. Of course, we all do. The voice acting, if I could just find more auditions, I'd learn something more with every audition. But when it comes to streaming like this, I need to be interacting with more people, and keep these up, keep that going. And I think I will. If in the long run, maybe I'll discover that streaming isn't the thing for me, but hopefully it is. And how can I make that a side gig that actually starts bringing in money, because it in itself is going to cost some money in the long run. So I'd like to think it could help pay for itself, but we have to see how it goes. Well, we keep at it, keep trying, and not really certain what our pursuits are. Somebody sent me an invite over on Facebook. I have no problem with a lot of these, but they're usually these events that are away. They're variations of pub crawls or drink and draw things. I've heard of them. A lot of them are at pubs and bars, which is not really something for me. So I don't drink. Nothing wrong as long as you can take care of yourself. I'm not against anybody else drinking as long as they're safe. But I chose long ago as a kid not to drink alcohol. And but that really isn't the thing of me against it, other than but I'm really against these things. They're usually crowded, and I'm a shy person that I shrink into the corner. But the real thing is that usually these events are on Sundays, which, well, I'm with my family, first with church, and then just spending time with family, and that's our Sunday. And I have to think of my family before anything else, even if some of these meetups might be beneficial to my career. I have to think about my family first. I hope you understand. I'm hoping I get more people show up in my chat eventually, because it feels like rather quiet, and I don't know what to say, because talking to yourself isn't necessarily helpful, and I could probably be funny if I had an audience. Somebody might ask a question, I would respond, and we'd build from there. But on my own, I can start here, and it just sort of drops after I say the first few things. But that doesn't mean I'm bad at it. I just don't at the moment know where to go next. So I keep at it. I'm going to stay on for another couple minutes, probably, just so I make it 15 minutes. I am going to be out tomorrow, and I will probably attempt to do a short stream again while I'm out. I've done that a few times now, especially at this particular location. The first time was a mistake because I sat in the car, and the phone got too hot, and it crashed the system, which I've mentioned multiple times before, and I shouldn't be bringing it up again. But that seems to be an issue in that. But hopefully tomorrow I'll be out. I know one thing I have to do probably tomorrow, over the next few days even, is I have to rehearse the speech I have to give on next Saturday. I am a member of Toastmasters, and I have a speech to give. And for a lot of the young people who do streaming, it might not be a topic you'd be interested in, but I have interest in it. And over the next few days, or after Saturday, I'll tell you what it was about. But so I'll probably be doing rehearsals in that. I don't think I'll stream it in rehearsing. May actually stream it afterwards, or I'll just record as I rehearse to listen back to it. And so I'm going after things like that. Well, I hope you all are doing well, and thank you if any of you did turn in for this, or if you listen to my feed on this later, either on Twitch or on YouTube. If you do, I'd appreciate a comment, just to say you were there and listened. It's a fun thing to do, but I need an audience. I had some other plans that I wanted to do that I thought I was going to do, early on, or a few weeks ago at my birthday. I was going to do some, improv stuff based off certain topics, and again, that only works for so long when there isn't an audience, because you need an audience for that. Oh, look, the device is too hot. Use the overheating protection setting to improve live performances. Overheating may be improved by lowering the screen brightness, disconnecting charging cables, and removing the case. Well, I'm not removing this case because it's a good protector, and I could easily drop this phone. So I'm not going to remove this case, and I didn't have the charger cable plugged in. But the one thing it did say there is lowering the brightness of the screen, and I might do that in my next stream. Though you won't see a difference, I don't think, because it'll go out probably. But for my own sake, I'll darken it, lower the brightness, so it isn't so hot. So we'll see if that works. We'll try that tomorrow. And again, thank you all so very much for being there, if you are there, and send me a hi on Twitter sometime, or on Twitch or YouTube. Take care. God bless. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.